Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sportport. So, today we're just going to go over kind of what happened last week and what's going on this week. So, I just haven't been uploading lately. I just haven't been feeling well at all. You might be able to tell in my voice, but I just haven't really been feeling up to anything. So, I'm sorry about that. But let's just get straight into it. So, this is what happened last week. We did pretty good. We only had 3 losses out of the entire slate. That was the Bears Falcons. The Falcons did win. The Giants lost against the Lions, and then the Bengals won against the Steelers. So those were only 3. Otherwise, we were great across the board. We've been killing it. 49-18. I will absolutely take. We are doing great over there, and I'm not complaining at all. So you can go through that, look through it if you want. But this is what's more important, our safety net. So 23-8, we had 2 wins. And this was a very important one because this wasn't like, I picked 3 and then I got 2 right and 1 wrong. Because then, the whole point is to parlay them together, 2 of them together. So you could have still, picked the 2 right ones out of those. This one, if we got 1 wrong, our safety net as a whole would have been wrong because the whole point is we parlay these guys together and then see what happens. So you parlay these together, you would have gotten minus 103, but they both did hit. The Bears, their alternate spread hit, their normal spread did not. So that's why we do this stuff. So that was very good, 23-8. And then here is what we have now, 51-19, because we went 2 out of 3 on the day for Thanksgiving. We got the Bills right, we got the Cowboys right, and the Patriots were wrong. Even though they looked great, and I'm very happy about that, they did not win that game. So let's just go through some of these. Broncos-Panthers, we think the Broncos are going to win. Their spread is actually extremely, extremely low. But Sam Darnold is coming back. We'll see exactly what happens. But maybe the Panthers pull it off. But I don't think so. I think the Broncos are going to win. Falcons-Commanders. Commanders have looked good lately. Both of these teams are going to run a lot. So we'll just see who has the better running game in this one. But I do think if they do need to pass, the Commanders have the better team for that. And that's why I think they will win. Bengals, Titans, I think the Titans are going to win. Ja'Marr Chase is out. Joe Mixon is out. It's going to be hard to win against a good Titans defense with your 2 top guys out. So, and if Derrick Henry was hurt or something, obviously I wouldn't, put the Titans even in this game. But I think they are. And I do think the Titans will actually come out with the upset win. Then we got Bears at Jets. I picked the Jets. Bears have Justin Fields out. They don't have the greatest receivers. The Jets just have a better all-around team, and Zach Wilson has been holding them back, and they're still winning games. So hopefully Mike White can come out there, and we can get some of that white lightning that we had last year. But we'll have to see what happens. I do think the Jets pull it off. We got Buccaneers at Browns. So I think the Buccaneers are going to win. I think it will be very close, but I do think the Buccaneers are going to win. Jacoby Brissett's been good. Amari Cooper's been good. Nick Chubb is obviously one of the best running backs in the league. So I do think they will keep it very close. It really could go either way, but I do like the Buccaneers to finish out in this one. Then we got Ravens-Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are going to win. Ravens just haven't looked great. I mean, I just don't think they have at all. And I think the Jaguars have been looking good. Christian Kirk, Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence has been looking up, so I'm completely fine with this, and I think that they are going to actually come out and upset the Ravens. Then we got Texans at Dolphins. Dolphins are going to destroy them. Not even much to talk about here. Texans are the worst team in the league. Dolphins are Super Bowl contenders, so not much to say there at all. Just Dolphins are going to win this one. Then we got Cardinals-Chargers. Chargers are actually favored a little bit, but I think the Cardinals are going to win. They just, they have Kyler Murray. Marquise Brown's going to be back. Even if he's limited, it's still, another person for them to worry about on a defense that's a little bit banged up. But I do like the Cardinals to win this one. Kyler Murray, D-Hop, Marquise Brown. I would say it's one of the better wide receiver cores in the league, so I'm not too worried about it. Mike Williams is out, but, they still obviously have Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, Joshua Palmer's looked good, DeAndre Carter. They've all looked good. But I do think the Cardinals come out with this one. Raiders-Seahawks, I think the Seahawks win. I don't like the Raiders at all. They just have looked awful all year. They just cannot win. even in games that they should win, right? But Cardinals, or not Cardinals, Seahawks, gotten the wrong birds messed up. But Seahawks, I didn't come out with it. They've just looked good. Geno Smith has looked great. The defense has looked great. So I'm not crazy worried about it. I think the Raiders will put up some points, but I don't think they come out with the win here. Then we got Saints 49ers. 49ers are just stacked. On defense and offense, they are an insanely good team. They have an average QB. Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't want to disrespect him. I like him. I got him on my fantasy team. But if you put him on the Bears, I don't think he's going to do anything crazy. But when you can throw it on a check down to Christian McCaffrey or, a nice, slant to George Kittle, and then they take it for 50 yards, it makes you look a lot better. Then we got Rams Chiefs. Rams are going to get obliterated. I think the spread is like 15.5. So, and it's very possible that the Chiefs cover that. So, Matthew Stafford's out. Cooper Kupp is out. That team is going to be lost, and they are going to get absolutely obliterated. Then we got Packers Eagles. I think the Eagles win this one, but I think the Packers do have a chance at winning. The Eagles, lost 2 weeks ago. Almost lost against the Colts last week. They just haven't looked great. Packers have looked decent these last few weeks with Christian Watson and that. But I do think the Eagles will win, but I would not be crazy surprised if the Packers won this game. I hope they don't. I hate Aaron Rodgers, but I think it's a very big, real possibility. Then on Monday, we have the Steelers-Colts. I think the Colts win this game. They almost beat the Eagles last week. 2 weeks ago, they did win. Jeff Saturday is actually looking pretty good as their head coach. So let's see if they can keep it up, but I will talk about that a little more on Monday. Next, we got our safety nets. We got 4 this week. So obviously that 49ers one, minus 360 is a lot. But if you take the 49ers with the Jaguars at minus 200, it comes out to minus 110. That is if you took a normal bet, right? But you're getting all these points with it. So, as I've said before, the point of these, pick 2, parlay them together, run with it. If you parlay all of them, it's plus 289. I wouldn't do this, though. It's hard to go 4-0 even when you're buying points. Anything can happen. It's football. And even Sunday, right? So, you take 2, Seahawks Cardinals, Seahawks Jaguars, 49ers Seahawks, whatever you want to do, right? Take them, go with them. We've been doing pretty good, 23-8. More often than not, you are going to guess correctly off of picking my picks here. So these are what I like. Mix and match, do 49ers, Jaguars, and Cardinals, Seahawks if you want, whatever you want to do. So that is probably what I would do. But that's what I like there. Hopefully we can keep this streak going. Not a long video today. I just really wanted to make one, get it out there. Haven't been uploading this much lately, which I do want to get back into the daily uploads with this. I am hoping that I can this week. So this is what I like. Thanks to anybody who stopped by. I really hope we can hit some this weekend. No player props. I just want to focus on these. These are what we're doing very good at. So I just want to focus in, So this is what I like. Thanks to anybody who stops by, and have a good weekend.